What's up, everybody, man? I hope all is well. This is Chris again on That Square, man, making it square for you. The sports, that is. I'm looking at this, and we got the Buffalo Bills, who I'm talking about, man, in this subject matter as I go through every team in the NFL. I am sitting here thinking to myself, Josh Allen, Zach Moss, Dalvin Singletary, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Gabriel Davis, man, all that. And it's crazy because everybody forgets about how great their defense is with Tre'Davious White, super safety, man. Oh, he plays corner. They got, Josh Allen, the quarterback, not the D lineman, but hey, you get what I'm saying, right? So their defense is not as bad. Their defense holds their own, and I think it's gonna show up too against Week 1 against the Steelers. That being said, those are the star players that they have. The Bills, they were the kings of the AFC East. I mean, it's been a long time since the Patriots lost the AFC East, right? I think the last team that did it was to them was the Jets. Maybe 2010, maybe 2009. I'm not quite sure. I can't really remember, but I remember it was the Jets. It was the last team that did it. So looking into that factor and dealing with all that, we're going to dive into the schedule and the season, right? So Week 1, we got the Steelers for the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills win. This is a shootout game. This is where I think Big Ben kind of does his last hoorah. I think they easily win this game. I think they beat the Dolphins, and I think they beat Washington in a slugfest. So they start the season off 3-0. However, the next two games, I think they clobber the Texans, but it's one of those games where they don't know what they're asking for and some. It is in Buffalo. So they're starting off the season 4-0. They go to Kansas City and they get rolled. They go to Kansas City and get rolled. Then they go to Tennessee and get rolled. Yes, I meant what I said. So now they're 4-2. They have a bye week in Week 7. The Dolphins actually win this game in Buffalo. So now they're 4-3. But they get back on track because the next two games they got is the Jaguars and the Jets, and that's easy dub for them. So now they're sitting back at 6-3. Yeah, sitting at 6-3. Turn around, they play the Colts. Now this is a revenge game for the playoffs. So we'll say it's 6-4 because the Colts actually come in. They actually play at home. They win this game. They actually beat the Saints. So now they're back, back on track, 7-4. They play the Patriots. Belichick's going to let them win the first one. I'll give you that. So with that being said, they're going to be 8-4. Turn around the Buccaneers. They lose that game, so they're 8-5. Panthers, they beat them. So now that makes them 9-5. The Patriots, again, they lose. So that makes them 9-6. They actually have a shootout with the Falcons. They beat the Falcons, which now makes them 10-6. Yeah, 10-6. And then the Jets, they actually beat them. They sweep the Jets. They sweep the Jets, but they split with the Dolphins and they split with the Patriots. So that makes them 11-6. I do believe that they win the AFC East for the simple fact of the matter is because I think that Miami, Tua's situation at quarterback, well, we'll get to the Dolphins when we get to the Dolphins. But as of right now, what we're looking at, 11-6 season for the Buffalo Bills. They hold their own in this division. I think they actually take their chances to the playoffs. They go pretty deep this year. All roads pretty much lead to Kansas City and a couple of surprise teams that I got coming up. The dark horses in the NFL, I think, are going to be more better than what you guys think because they found a rhythm at the end of the season, and I like them a lot. But I'm going to dive into that when I get into those teams. But as of right now, this is what I see with the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen's going to have a breakout year. He's got more offensive weapons now. I think the X factor for the Bills will be getting Davis the ball a lot more and getting Emmanuel Sanders on track. I think that Beasley and Stephon Diggs are going to do their thing, but he's got some new toys to play with. The Bills really don't have a good running game, and that's something. And they have a good line. That's the crazy thing about it. But Josh Allen can't be your number one rusher. You got to get Singletary and you got to get Zach Moss involved. These two guys, they were brought there for a reason, especially Zach Moss being picked high in the draft a couple years back. You got to get these guys involved, man, offensively, or at least catch out the backfield something to give these teams a note. If I know you're dropping back at least 30 times a game, I'm gonna just blitz edge rushers all day, every day, man. I'm just take you out, man. That's what I'm gonna do. So you gotta create some type of mix up for these defensive coordinators. With that being said, I think that they'll hold their own. The good old Buffalo Bills, kings of the AFC East for this year. I'm claiming it. Any questions or concerns, please drop a comment. And before you go, hit that like button. All right, now, peace.